Be white. Listen to this. Quote, I know a lot of Latino men that wish they were white, and they will never admit it to you, Perez said during the rant. A lot of your fathers, a lot of your uncles, a lot of your grandfathers, they want to be white so bad, but they never will be. I hate that. I hate Latino men that oppress the women in their family, their own daughters, and they turn around and vote for a man who wants to oppress them. Fascinating. Fascinating words. Why am I talking about this? The last time I spoke about something like this was in regards to Obama lecturing black men about speaking to the brothers about supporting Kamala Harris. Do you know why the left keeps doing this? I point these examples out because I want those on the left to see this is what they think of you. If you're a minority, if you're a minority, if you're black, Hispanic, they expect you to vote Democrat simply because you are black or brown. That's what they expect of you. And if you deviate from that, if you deviate from their standard, they don't like you. Oh, it's got to be some form of self-hatred. It's got to be some form of you want to be white. You got rejected by a white girl or a white guy in school, and you're trying to come to terms with that. They come up with all sorts of ridiculous, stupid nonsense to try to explain why a brown or black person doesn't want to vote Democrat. They do this consistently and with tremendous boldness, by the way. Tremendous boldness. They do this because they believe this. They believe, the left believes, and I don't mean everyone on the left, but prominent people on the left, and this guy's not even prominent, but this is a fundamental belief in their system and in their heads. If you're black or brown, you vote Democrat. Don't ask any questions. You just walk lockstep with us. Whatever our ideology is, you go along with it. Whatever our policies are, you go along with it because of the color of your skin. That's what they do. If you don't go along with their standard, they think or try to say that there's something wrong with you. Joy Reid said the same thing. Not about Latinos, but from right here, from the root. What Joy Reid meant, listen to this. See, here's what they try to do. They try to cover for her. This is the root. This is a very pro-black website. Okay? What Joy Reid meant when she said black folks will look real weird if they don't vote for Kamala Harris. Here's what she said. Given just the stratospheric entrance of Vice President Kamala Harris into the presidential campaign, and she has now secured enough delegates to become the nominee, you're going to look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color, but really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely on that side. You're really going to look crazy being on that side given the cultural phenomenon of Vice President Kamala Devi Harris. She's about to make history. She's about to become the first woman president. Oh, she made history, all right. She made history, all right. She posted this. She put that on her TikTok. Very boldly, very blatantly, very bravely. It's incredible. It is astounding. It's insane. It is insane that they say this. That is what they think of you. The left, as long as they hold on to identity politics, they will continue to lose elections, especially presidential elections. If you're black, you vote Democrat. If you're brown, you vote Democrat. Keep it up. See how that worked for you this time around. When you let me just ask anyone out there in TikTok land, anyone listening to this podcast, has shame ever worked for you? Has anyone shaming you, has that ever worked? You should be ashamed of yourself. Has that ever worked? Has that ever worked? Your parents calling you to shame you that you don't call them enough. That shaming doesn't work in this regard. It doesn't work. I'm not saying there should be no shame. What I'm saying is when you try to shame someone into doing a certain thing and try to make them feel bad for doing something that's different than what you would like them to do, it doesn't work. What does Obama do? He looks at black men and he says, "Look, I'm going to speak to the brothers here. It seems that you guys just don't really want to get behind a woman as a president." Okay, Barack, go ahead. Michelle does the same thing. If you gotta vote for some, as Obama said, if you're gonna vote for her, you should vote for her because she grew up like you. She went to the same school as you. She knows exactly what you went through. Kamala Harris is so damn out of touch. She doesn't know how anyone grew up. It is absurd. But the left will keep on doubling down on this. They will keep on doubling down on this. And you know what? My words of the left, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Go ahead. Keep telling black people that there's something wrong with them for not voting Democrat. Keep telling brown people that there's something wrong with them for not voting Democrat. Please keep doing it. I'm begging you. Please keep doing it. Because I'm telling you, it only hurts you and it helps our side. Please keep doing it. This is how it is. This is how it is. Listen to this. So here's the explanation she tried to give about Joy Reid's statement. The point Reid was making was that the Republican Party has become emboldened with anti-blackness. Trump, who has a racist history of refusing to rent to black people, which by the way is not true, reportedly using the N-word, making unfounded birtherism claims, and vilifying migrants, is a symbol of hate who has promised to make life worse for people of color if he gets back into the Oval Office. The RNC, which took place last week in Milwaukee, that also had prominent figures on display who have had a history of racist behavior. Aside from Trump, the event paraded around Kid Rock, who has a history of saying the N-word, Hulk Hogan, who has a history of saying the N-word, and Tucker Carlson, who has promoted Great Replacement Theory. The viral clip of a white student making monkey gestures at a black woman at the University of Mississippi earlier this year was also played at the convention. The student in the video was praised for being anti-woke. Listen to this. Here's the question. They ask it again. They ask it again. What kind of self-respecting black person would want to support the despicable antics of this party? Okay, I have a question for you. What kind of self-respecting black person would want to support the party that supports abortion? Which, by the way, is the leading deleter of black people. I can't say the other word on TikTok, but you guys know what I mean. Abortion is the top deleter of blacks. Why would any self-respecting black person vote for that? Or support that party? Huh? Can you answer? Can you riddle me that? The left refuses to look at their policies. They refuse to look at them. They refuse to look at the ideas and the mantras and the ideologies that they have put forward. There's nothing wrong with these ideologies. These are fine. Anyone that doesn't go along with this, well, they're the problem. Got it. Trump is raised